What's rocking, everybody? Awesomeness here, and I'm here to show you some advanced tips and tricks that I have learned from playing this game that some of you advanced players maybe not know, and some of you beginners that are still coming to this game might find useful. So let's jump into it. Sparking Blast is a very useful tool that most people know. It pushes away your opponents if they're applying too much pressure and you don't want to hold it, as well as healing all of your blue life on your character, but it also gives you some cool, unique tricks that a lot of people don't know about. The first thing that allows you to do that most people don't know, or at least a good amount of people don't know, is Empty Vanish, which if you hold the Vanish button instead of just tapping it, you will not just teleport behind your enemy, but then you won't do the kick that usually knocks them away. It actually just allows you to stay there, which can either do a couple things, either help extend your combo a little bit better, or help you get away from a mistake that you might have made without getting punished too hard. The other thing it allows you to do is jump cancel certain moves or buttons in certain areas, pretty much any of them. Like with Trunks here, he has a pretty unique way with this sparking that makes him pretty scary in sparking, is his normal block string, which looks like this. Now, here's the same block string, except while sparking, it allows him to do this. And as you can see, with the sparking and with this jump cancel, it is a pretty big mix-up. Usually he appears on the other side, but because you jump canceled that move, which you can't do normally, he still appears on the same side, which allows you to do scary things. With this new patch, sparking also allows you, if you are in your last character and you use the sparking blast with that last character, so you have the level 3 sparking blast, it actually pauses the timer as long as you are doing a combo. So that even allows you to do things like level 1s and level 3s that you would usually hold off on because you were scared it would drain your own timer, but now you can go through and, you know, apply a lot of pressure and be a lot more aggressive. Another tool in your arsenal that the game doesn't really teach you about is the ultimate Z change. So let's set up a situation here. Say you're in the middle of a combo and you want to get this hard knockdown and you want to do a level 3 to make sure you solidify that knockdown, but your character also has a lot of blue life and you want to make sure you switch them out. Normally, if you just had 3 bars, you'd have to settle for doing a level 1 and then DHC into your assist to get that safe switch, but then you're not getting the good knockdown that you usually get with the level 3. So what you can do is an ultimate Z change. So after you get what would be a sliding knockdown on your first character, if this done correctly, will bring in that assist, whatever assist you choose, and do their level 3 for the knockdown, and also switch out your character. So how do you do it, you might be asking? Well, it's kind of hard, but simple in theory. It does take some practice. You're going to do a half circle back, and then whatever assist you want to call to bring in for that level 3. You can also do the same thing with level 1s, but it's a half circle forward and the assist. The Broly's in this game are scary for sure and for a lot of reason, but the biggest reason is their big meaty claws.
Big meaty claws! What did you say, punk? Big meaty claws!
But once you see and learn most of the characters' grabs and what their animations look like, you might be asking, well, how do I avoid them now that I can see them? Well, there's a couple ways, but the best way, especially at least with the Broly's, is to just jump. So if you jump, they will whiff your grab and then you can press a button in the air and usually hit them and then get a full combo afterwards. But what about Gogeta here, who has a full screen grab? Yes, you can still jump that one if you react to it, and that's fine, but another one that most people don't know, if you do a backdash, you will also not get hit by the grab, which with this Gogeta one, it also looks really weird, like it should hit you but then it doesn't, but it is also a very good viable option. So this might seem like something that a lot of people know how to do, but recently in my road to Zeno, I've been seeing a lot of people that aren't teching combos, and if you don't know, don't be ashamed. You're not the only one, and a lot of people struggle with it, is teching a combo is usually when a combo would drop. and your character can roll out of it. But you didn't tech, so therefore you get to continue this combo, and you just have to sit there and hold it. The way this game deals with that is you have to hold a direction and then hold a button. And some of you might be wondering, well, I do hold a button or a direction and I'm rapidly pressing a button and I still get blue combos. And that would be why. You're rapidly pressing, and then they sometimes get you in the gap. I know, because I used to do that. They'll get you in the gap in between button presses, and then you won't get your tech. So get in the habit of holding a button and holding a direction. I usually hold down, but there's also different directions for different situations that you should get used to. How can I tell if a combo is dropped, you might also be asking? Well, if you look here in this combo, you see how it started out red and now is turned blue? That would be the indication that the combo could have dropped and you should have teched it, but then didn't. After getting knocked down into either a sliding knockdown or a hard knockdown, there's actually a lot of different ways to tech, just like combos, well, ways and directions, but the most viable ones and the ones that I'm going to teach you are the delay or down tech or the up tech. They both come with different ways of doing things as well as different advantages. Delay tech, you are just gonna, after you get knocked down, just hold down and your character will stay down on the ground. And you might go, oh, why would I want to stay down on the ground? Well, a couple things. Some people will just continue to try to apply pressure, and they might just whiff maybe like a full auto combo or a big button, and then whenever your character does get up after the short amount of time that it allows you to lay down, maybe be able to punish them after that. Another option is up-teching, and it comes with more risk, but also more reward usually. If you do up-tech, that gives you in the airs, so that if you do catch some pressure, you are what would some people would call chicken blocking, which you're air blocking, which means you can get hit with lows and highs, you just block. But it can be read with a jump dragon rush, so you gotta be careful. Like I said, high risk, high reward, but they also might just whiff a button as you up tech, and you could come down with a button, possibly hit them as well. And to up tech is very simple. You just hold up after being a sliding knockdown or hard knockdown. Another thing that the game doesn't really teach you about is on soft knockdown, you can actually delay the way you flip out of that combo as well. And you might be wondering, why would that be useful at all? Like, it's just a soft knockdown, you usually flip around and then you can, get back to neutral. Well, once you get into higher ranks and higher skilled players, they will actually chase down their soft knockdowns and continue to apply pressure and try to open you up again. And so you're just stuck in this perpetual state of blocking. But what you can do is on your soft knockdown, just like delaying your wake up on hard knockdowns, if you hold down, you will actually delay the amount of time that you need to get up, and if they are still trying to apply that pressure, they will actually fly above you, and then you can start neutral at your own pace. The last thing I'm going to teach you guys about is safe jumps. There are multiple different ways to do a safe jump. I'm going to teach you one that is used by most characters, but not all, and certain characters have a special way of setting up or timing their safe jumps, so you'll have to do a little bit of research depending on which characters you are playing, but they're usually pretty easy to find. But if you don't know what a safe jump is, it's more or less you are doing an overhead attack that, if done correctly, if the opponent wakes up and tries to hit you with any sort of normal button, they will get counter hit and you will be able to do a free full combo off of that and punish them for it. But if they do an invincible move, like say a level 3, you are immediately able to block that level 3. Well, how might I do a safe jump, you might be asking? Well, most of the people, you're going to do a hard knockdown, usually from a level 3, and then you're going to get yourself into IAD distance, which most level 3s will already put you in IAD distance. And if you don't know what an IAD is, click on the link up above. I go over it in depth in my beginner's guide, so feel free to go over on that. But you're going to do that. You're going to IAD at them as you are suspecting them to wake up. And you're going to do overhead, which would either be your heavy or your medium button, depending on the character. But after you do the dash, and usually about the same time that you press that button, you're going to hold back like you're blocking. So if they do happen to do a level 3 or an invincible move, you will actually just stop and you'll block, and then you'll be able to punish them for doing that. But if they do press a button or just happen to block or get hit overhead, you will then continue your pressure or continue your combo. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that this helped some of you, or at least one person. That's all I hope, that I helped one person. But if this did help you, please leave a like, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. I do a road to Zeno, as well as I do a lot of other guides, mainly character guides, but then again, like before I said, I did have a beginner guide that I just posted as well, so feel free to check those out. And if you don't want to do either of those, if you want to hit that share button so other people can learn about these tips, tricks, and we can all get better, that's also amazing. But other than that, keep rocking on. Bye guys.